Morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to the week ahead video. On this video, we are going to be covering the major FX pairs, indices, and the odd crypto. What we're looking for here is the study of market cycles and harmonic patterns. We use the market cycles to identify where we sit within that cycle, so we have a bias long or short, and we identify harmonic patterns as turning points to investigate. So before doing that, customary risk warning, trading is risky. These signals are not a regulated activity. Although Synergy Markets does provide regulated activities, these trade signals are not one of them. And just be understanding that you're not going to have any protection if you wish to complain. And if you were to lose money, you will be able to lodge a complaint, but you won't be able to get any redress out of it. So let's start. We've had a really awesome July, start of August, absolute brilliant running trades, catching the market cycle exactly where it needs to be done. And I guess we'll start with the top of my list here, AUD CAD. And in front of us, yes, it looks like a range bound. What can you see there? Can't really see too much going on, but there is always a way of identifying which way the trend's likely to move. This downward move here, for example, is the market cycle in a nutshell. This simple movement to three with either a double top at the top or the bottom. That, guys, is all I'm looking for. You can see it here. 1, 2, 3. You can see it in most places. 1, 2, 3. It's never always going to be shown crystal clear to you. Look what they did here. They did a 1, 2, and then trapped multiple hits to the low, didn't break the low, holding these higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. But what we've got served here is a week of rise and a second week of rise. So we understand that this should give a third new high and come back into the range. On the slightly bigger time frame on this particular one, you can see the market cycle diagram here. You can see it on the way up and on the way down and on the way up and on the way down. Now lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. There's too many ifs and buts on this one, so I'm just going to pass. There's not much more to say. We're only looking for the easy trades, and that's not an easy trade at the minute. Likewise, this isn't an easy trade. AUDCHF, again, there's our little key. Market cycle on the way up, 1, 2, 3. Market cycle on the way down, 1, 2. Using the EMAs to guide us, and I can see a 1, 2. Are we going to get the third? Potentially. Now, this is one on a closer time frame. Looked pretty promising. You can see we had the change, and now we have the break. So if we're taking this into real context, this should push higher from here. This is a Gartley buy pattern as well. A, B, C, D. If I was to draw this again and actually look at the move of higher highs and higher lows, this would be the thing that I'm looking at. So we've got the change, proper break, and now this really is long. I want to wait for price action to get back up here, get in some sort of positive territory, get back into that channel. But again, the context of the day market cycle on the daily isn't showing me enough to want to risk my money on this, guys. So just gotta wait. ADNZD. We had some action around here, and it has continued to push. And we did take this trade at where did we take this trade? I must just find out where we took the trade, guys. 1 second. AUD is the back end of July. Let's see where it is. AUD NZD. AUD NZD 1096 and stop at 101. So this one actually has gone on to give us a TP1 that I haven't. 96. Still not a TP1. Up 35. Slow mover. Now, reason why this one's looking higher, we have now completed the ABCD. Notice that up here, ping. The fact that we've completed the ABCD, if I can get a better idea. Here we are. We have the change, we have the break, and this is pushing higher. Notice the higher lows. It wants to explore some higher price action. We've got 1, 2, 3 into the low. But bigger picture, this is an ugly setup. 1, 2, 3 on the top. big level one. I do think it's going to pan out like this ultimately. But again, the trade isn't there, so I'm not going to take it. Pass. Right. So we have AUD USD, fantastic proponent of the methodology, level one, level two, middle of level two at the moment. Expecting this to break down and give us lower prices. We've made the break, push one. I'm expecting push two and three. That does indicate dollar strength to me. So there is a little canary in the room talking about dollar strength here, but we are in level two, middle of the zone. Haven't broken down enough to give us any opportunity here, so we've been avoiding those trades. Bitcoin, let's go there. So Bitcoin's showing us this one, two. Is it going to give us a three? That's fair enough. But when we actually look at the main driving force of this market, we've now had 3 weeks of rise. Bear in mind, this didn't make a new high here. So we've had one, two, no net, three. This should not be a close above here. We should not close above here for Bitcoin. We've done 3 months of rise. The pattern is complete technically. We shall see how much it extends. Euro AUD, we sent this baby Friday. What are we seeing? We're seeing a clear cycle, level one, level two, off the 50 into level three. So we got long this and we had a TP1 out of it as well. Really pleased. Change. Notice this isn't a break. It's not a true break. But we did get the true break here. Break, retest, entry, boom. Now that's a beautiful looking setup. If I can show you it in a, there we are, the green consolidations are containing price, and we're just looking like we're going to push to new highs. Really nice setup, really nice trade. This one we took to the cleaners, change break entry here, brilliant trade, 2 days, 2 weeks of rise. It's given us 150 pips, our maximum allocation, and you can see on the daily what we're trading here, breaking out into new highs, level one, level two, beautiful, beautiful trading. Euro J, don't really look at it. Euro NZD, another stunner, making its move out the blocks, level two consolidation off the 50 into the highs. Now the weekly on this is absolutely insane. We are now breaking out, and this I fully expect to make extreme new highs. Great looking trades. This guy we haven't sent, but I am tempted to send when we get back to work on Monday. Now let's have a look very close to the ABCD in blue. High highs and high lows. That could be a double top. Have to be really careful because this 1, 2, 3 here is done. It's all about Friday, Monday, Sunday night's action. But we've got 2 weeks of rise, so we have to respect that. Now, over the weekend, Putin and Trump have agreed something. Now, how that will affect the euro, I'm unsure. I'm not sure if it's a nothing burger, their whole speech, but we've got 1 week, 2 weeks of rise, change break one, break two, and I do anticipate a third to take out these highs. So that's an opportunity. We shall weigh it up when it comes to us. The FTSE is just beast mode at the moment. The best chart to see it on is the monthly, as we're just leaving level one consolidation. It's an insane trade. This has got so much higher to go, the FTSE 100. Really does, folks. GBP AUD, this guy's also had enough staying in the box. Trying to break out of this second zone. I mean, this is the first, this is the second. So it's an interesting one, GBP AUD. Slightly different dynamics. The trade's not good enough for me to consider, so I pass. This is one that we took on last week. We saw level one, we saw level two, and we thought this was a peak, but we also understood that there's more to go. 1, 2, and the third to come. We took this wonderful trade. We took it here, and we got 180 pips. Super pleased. It was really easy. What we're doing, guys, is identifying where the market cycle sits and picking out those trades that are looking most probable. So we've got 2 weeks of rise here. This guy's still got these highs to trade, and we're going to look for an entry on that. GBP CHF, fair enough. It's done 2 weeks of rise, so that's notable. 1, 2. This looks like a W to me. We haven't had any retest yet. Is a retest going to come in? I don't know. Let's look on, well, you can see the pattern on the downside, one, two, and then this W. So we have taken out structure here. That's granted. Let's give the code over, but we haven't retested any of that. So for me, I'm not going to risk my money in this. We are trading at the lows of consolidation one of what appears to be level one, level two, but we haven't taken out level two, so that just makes me a little bit dubious that this isn't going to play. But if this is true, we are there. Okay, moving on. GBP, JPY, another one that we are looking at. Change, break one, break two. Expecting higher prices to continue here. We had a real muscular move up and it looks really good. Let's just check on the weekly. Yeah, this guy, change, break. This is very similar to Euro, NZD. We do expect higher, level one, level two, and I expect higher. GU. GU is something that, fair enough. Apologies for the chart looking confusing, but it's not confusing for me. We have completed a 1, 2, 3 up, shoulder, head, shoulder formation as a high, broke structure, come back in, 1, 2, 3 up. Not sure whether this one wants to give us any more meat on the bone. It's given us 2 weeks of rise. Has it given us a change of structure yet? Not yet. Hasn't given us a change of character, that's for sure. But again, we have 2 weeks of rise. 1, 2. So we've got a lot of dollar pairs. 2 weeks of rise counted to the dollar. So you do have to go with that as your sort of premise for direction, because the market does work in threes, and you need to spot the three. The German DAX, absolute monster. Have we got any setups for it? Let's have a look on the daily. No, my DAX stuff has disappeared, strangely. Anyhow, can I be bothered to try and mark it up? I'll try to mark it up. This is all a consolidation. That's all consolidation too. So the basic print structure of the pattern is done. This is first zone, this is second zone, this is peak, and we're still in that peak driving higher, so nothing more to say there. Moving on, NZD CAD is a basket case. Again, pattern on the way down, 1, 2, 3. This is a big one, messing around at the lows. We're still here basically at the lows of level one. And it's not showing me anything, so I'm not going to trade it. NZD USD, this is the same as AUD USD. We are expecting lower direction, which is interesting because of some of the dollar setups at the minute. This one does seem to be breaking down a little bit more than others, but no trade. Still not seeing the trade. Okay, so Ripple. What are you doing? Ripple's trying to cap up, but there's nothing ultimately to see there. This, because of the delisting from exchanges, it's missed out a lot of history from 21 to 25, so you haven't got anything to sort of backfill on. Silver and gold. Gold is just reaching new extremes. Absolutely insane. But the pattern, in my mind, has completed. Silver offering equally, well, we completed the ABCD first zone. We're waiting for the second zone to come in. This is one, this is two, and it's sort of pushed on. We've done very well on silver in the past. Stellar is waiting to do the big engulf of these charts. I mean, it'll be a wild move once we get above there. US 500, third, fourth month of rise. We know that this is key. We're not likely to get a third month close high. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, we're in the clouds with these things. Massive, massive moves, but you can see we're trying to map it out. And this should be coming to a bit of an exhaustion, personally. US dollar, I mean, the way I see this is very bullish. I do see a basic bullishness to it with a high up here of 3. Looking for the ABCD here, which would also be a Gartley of that. Should give us some moves up here. Not much else to say or do on that. USD CAD. Now this is the one that is setting up nicely. 1, 2, 3 to load, triple bottom, change, break. So we had the change down here, change, break, retest. Really bullish. Bullish as hell. W1, 2, looking to get entry, but watching the gap on Sunday night. Moving into the last pair, Wall Street. I am bullish on Wall Street as well here, guys. This looks like it hasn't finished yet. 1, 2, and it wants to cycle out up here at 47,500 area, up another 10% potentially. And there you have it, folks. So I hope something strikes you from watching this video of like, wow, I haven't thought of looking at things like this before. I've always been stuck with indicators and looking at lagging things and MACD crossovers and all these other bits and bobs. Haven't spoken much about the harmonics, to be fair, because it all is market cycle, as my experience does tell me. It's all about getting the market cycle right. If you have an interest in learning more about the methodology and being part of a community, because obviously we have a regulated service, but the actual product is unregulated. So we do have a one-way signal service where you can receive the signals, but there's no engagement. If you want the engagement, I have a sister group called Melon's Trade, which is where people from the signals are in a group and we talk about trades in the morning or any ideas people have. Please do join that. If you want a free ebook, go to melonstrade.com. You'll find a free ebook on harmonics and market cycles. If you want to learn the methodology, do reach out. And other than that, have a great rest of your weekend and I'll see you Monday. Cheers.